Hey guys, welcome back to Declare Independence. At the time of recording, I want to thank the 55 subscribers that I have. Today we want to talk about something really interesting and possibly really alarming. The CEO of JPMorgan Chase, one of the largest financial asset holding companies on planet Earth, amassing $3.2 trillion in assets that they manage. The CEO, Jamie Dimon, has amended his original prediction of a financial storm to a financial hurricane coming to the United States and the American people. Now, if you know anything about the history of JP Morgan, this company is not in the business of being wrong. In fact, they're usually in the business of manipulating markets so that they are always right. And if you think that the Great Depression was a great conspiracy and wasn't spawned by some of the propaganda that JP Morgan paid the newspapers to print that put his company in a very sound financial position to rise from the ashes like a phoenix and take over the financial market. And you think that's propaganda. Well, just know that it was just a couple years ago, I think actually less than 2 years ago, that they were fined $1 billion with a B, $1 billion for manipulating the silver market, the COMEX market, right? These people are not in the business of ever being wrong, and usually they make sure they're heavily on the side of being right. So when the CEO of one of the world's largest financial asset holding companies, one of the largest banks on planet Earth, says that there is a financial hurricane on the horizon, I think we ought to listen. Even if we are wrong, it just means that we played it safe and didn't put ourselves in a risky position. So what should we be doing to make sure that we are not burdened by this financial hurricane that's on its way? Number one, we must get out of debt. Please get out of debt. And obviously you got to have a mortgage, that's fine, but get rid of all of your depreciating assets that are weighing you down and causing you to pay interest on them. Number two, find ways to generate additional income, right? There are so many side hustles that you can start that don't have to detract from your main job that you can do to bring in extra revenue and use that revenue to, at the very least, buy food, stuff that you know will inflate regardless of good or bad times. It's going to be a hedge against inflation, and you will be kept safe if these food shortages that the President of the United States, the Commander-in-Chief, has predicted are going to happen, as well as every top economist. You'll have safely kept yourself from being in a really dire and desperate situation. If you have food reserves, buy assets that are a good hedge against inflation. Now, me personally, I have a lot of physical silver as well as Bitcoin. I wouldn't necessarily say that Bitcoin is a hedge against inflation at this point. While it has certainly outperformed a lot of markets over a long time horizon since its inception, in the last handful of months since the November high of 69,000, it has lost more than 50% of its value. Now, has it done a lot better than some of the tech stocks? Absolutely, in terms of how much it's lost. But I see it as an asymmetric asset that has the potential to rise to maybe $1 million a coin. That's why I hold on to some. But hold on to things that are guaranteed to be a hedge, historically a sound hedge against inflation, like gold, like silver. For me, I can't necessarily afford a lot of gold, and if you're watching this channel, you might be in the same position as me. There are a lot of YouTubers that I like to watch that have a ton of gold in storage in a sovereign bank somewhere. I'm not necessarily in a financial place where it makes a lot of sense for me to have like 10 ounces of gold and that's it to my name. So I've diversified with a few things that are a little bit more divisible and easier to get my hands on. Lastly, just get educated. This is not a time to be complacent about your financial future. If you're not reading the news daily, and it doesn't mean it has to consume your life, but if you're not at least getting the cliff notes of what top economists are saying and getting different perspectives and opinions from people that believe a recession's coming, those who do not believe a recession's coming, make sure you're listening to what the chairman of the Federal Reserve is saying. Take in all this information so that you can make an educated decision on what you should be doing with your money. Now, if you just park it in the bank, you're guaranteed to lose right now, even if the statistics that the United States government is providing are accurate. You're losing about 10% of your wealth every year by doing nothing, right? So you literally must do something, or else you're going to lose 10% off the top no matter what. So get yourself educated, find out ways that you can prevent inflation from disrupting your life and prevent a hurricane from destroying your financial future. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and click that subscribe button. Again, I thank all 55 subscribers at this point. Go ahead and like this video, share this video with someone who needs it. God bless and have a great day.